Hey, what's up? You're watching Dilio T2K YouTube channel. I'm your host, Dilio, and today I'm going to give you a quick explanation on music NFTs and what they're about and what they do. So, in a nutshell, a music NFT is not unsimilar to a music CD. They are produced in a limited amount of runs. So, let's say if Jay-Z came out with a CD, you know that there are only going to be so many manufactured, right? And say Jay-Z came out with a CD and he says, "I'm only making 1,000 of them." That's done. Once that's done, you can't anymore. So don't you think that the CD could, once it's manufactured and out there in the market, could sell for more than $10 or $20? The price will go up because the supply is limited. Same thing with music NFTs. If you're an artist yourself and you only come out with 100 copies of it, and you have an audience that wants to buy your music, you may sell it for only maybe $10, $20 a pop. But say you blow up or you become famous, now the value of those exclusive tokens cannot um, that cannot be replaced goes up. So that's how it works. Music NFTs are something that is on the blockchain, and you might hear this word. Even I'm still trying to wrap my head around it. But a blockchain is basically a series of computers networked together, similar to way Bitcoin is. There's this blockchain, and once they're on there and they're documented, all these computers keep track of each other, so nothing cheats anything else, and it all happens automatically with the code. It's all encrypted and all that stuff. It's protected, to my knowledge, and so whatever's minted onto this blockchain is on there permanently, and there's only a limited supply. So, say for instance, Bitcoin, right? Have you heard of Bitcoin? So you got Bitcoin and you got music NFT. Say this is your music NFT. This is your Bitcoin. If you don't know, Bitcoin can only be there's only a certain amount of Bitcoin that can be manufactured, and then once it's manufactured and minted, then there cannot be any Bitcoins produced anymore. It's done. So there's a market cap of so many amounts of Bitcoin. So let's say that Bitcoin, just for example purposes, in this quick explanation, Bitcoin, you can only have 100 Bitcoins, and we're still making Bitcoin number 59, right? But once we get to Bitcoin 100, there ain't going to be any more. So if you got it, you got it. Or if you got a piece of one, you got a piece of one. But after that, that's it. Same thing with music NFTs. It's a token. It's like a Bitcoin. It's a token, and you can mint as many or as little as you want. And so with that, in that ecosphere, if someone buys it, you get your money directly like that. You don't have to wait on DistroKid or TuneCore or CD Baby to process your royalties. You get it immediately. And if you code in and program in the royalties on that, then whenever your NFT gets sold over again, you still collect the 10% royalty from that sale. So let's say I sold my first music NFT for $10, and then somebody buys it from me, and then they sell it for 1,000. Well, with a music NFT, the way it's set up, you can code it to get 10% of that sale, 20% of that sale, 90% of that sale. You can still do that. So this basically, in a nutshell, makes music like CDs. And it's very brand new. A lot of people are rushing onto it right now, but the general public who consume music, they don't know anything about it. And music itself is so devalued now because of streaming. Because I mean, you think about it. I mean, I remember back it was easier to sell a CD for $10. You can still do that, but the majority of people stream their music now, and the way these streaming companies are, they only give you a fraction of a dollar for every stream. They give you fractions of a penny per stream, so you can do 1,000 streams and still not really get too much money from it. And even if you're like a major recording artist, you still get a fraction of that money. And it depends on different streaming platforms like like um, Spotify, Tidal, Apple Music, and many others, TikTok, Facebook. All these pay pennies on a dollar for your streams. So imagine a world where the music industry goes away from that and goes to these exclusive things where it's like, hey, if I want that next Doja Cat song, I'm gonna have to buy an NFT. Now here's the thing about that. I'm thinking to myself, what stops people from just playing that track and dubbing it over to an MP3 and putting it on an illegal website? Well, like YouTube. Like let's say, oh, JT came out with NFT. I'm going to hit play on my NFT and hit record and then upload a YouTube video. Well, if you haven't noticed, it's getting a lot harder and harder to do that. It's getting a lot harder and harder to MP3 share. I remember Napster was king, and that was a big deal. And after a while, it started getting cracked down. So if the whole industry changes to this, you're going to see more and more cracking down of this stuff. And let's say major artists wants to pull their stuff from YouTube and say, no, you're gonna listen to it as NFT. It's going to take some time to turn that corner, but in my opinion, music NFTs could put value back on music. But there's always going to be somebody that tries to record it and dub it over to a file or something like that, I think. But then again, if you think about CDs, what was stopping people from making tapes on it? That was just sort of like, yeah, I made a mixtape off of the CDs I got. And that was before you could burn CDs. You had to make mixtapes, playing music from CDs. Have anybody in the watching this has ever had one of those boom boxes with the CD player and the tape recorder, and you would hit play on a CD and hit record? Now, that didn't stop you from buying the CD, though. You still had to buy your CDs or borrow your CDs from a friend. Well, this is a digital version of that, which brings a limited amount, and with limited amount of supply comes increased demand. Same thing with all these pieces of technology that's stuck on the boats. All right, so that's sort of a nutshell explanation about how music NFTs work. And I know there's a lot to it that I didn't discuss in this video, but I just wanted to share with my viewers and subscribers what I know about it. And as I get more information, I'll relate to you guys. All right, I'm out. I'm Dilio. Leave your ideas for questions and comments below, and I'll see y'all in the next video. I'm out. Peace.